Ladies and gents, welcome back to another roster breakdown. My name's UJ, and of course I'm joined by the one, the only, of course, it's TJ. How you doing, TJ?
I've got my cup of tea, and we're going to dissect another roster, Jay. I've got a spicy one as that, so I'm feeling good.
It's going to be Eden. Now, not Eden Esports, not Eden Gaming, just Eden. I like it. This was a nice take on things for a name, don't you think? So, Eden, let's talk Eden for a moment. Excuse me. Relatively new team, but the players have been around a while. Now,
yeah, I agree with that.
So we've got Midnight May on tank. You've got Moa on tank. You've got Ludwig on support, if I recall.
Yep.
Maffa is the new person coming into the roster as DPS, and who was the one on Flex or Blast? I can't remember.
It'll be Lacko.
Lacko, that's the one. Right. So, I'm going to go with my boy Moa for outstanding player, who I think is where the plays will come off of. Who are you going with?
You take the players straight from me. I'm like, I could definitely talk about Moa here right now. I've got his stat page right in front of me. Okay, I'm going to talk about Moa.
I don't need to. On the brain, man. I know the players. I'll tell you what, no. I'll make it easy. You take Moa, I'll take Ludwig.
Okay, that makes sense.
The reason I can talk about Ludwig, and I'll talk about Ludwig first before we go into Moa. Right, so we'll switch around. I'll take Ludwig, you take Moa. Ludwig has a similar support style to what I play when I play support. Like, he's very fast, knows that keep your tanks up, DPS will have to call for their heals, right? And remember, because guess what? Tanks are some of the highest DPS champs in the game. So keep your sustain up. Guess what? You're still in the fight. So, and that's something that I saw out of him when I first watched a couple of their scrims. I think he's gonna be one of those integral parts of the team. Like where a lot. Now I don't know who makes the shot calls here or who does the drafting, but I do believe Ludwig's gonna be a very important piece of the puzzle, right? And why I phrase it like that, important piece of the puzzle, is because I don't know how two DPS players are going to work. I know Moa and Midnight May and Ludwig, those three are your core three members, and they are going to do fantastic, right? Like, if you build a team around them, okay, brilliant. Maffa, ex-Crisis member, I do believe, and then you bring Lacko in. Now, who did Lacko play before?
I am already on the lookout for his name right now.
He played for... Was it ID? No, it wasn't ID.
No, it was not. No, he did not play in Season 1.
He didn't play in Season 1? I have
not seen.
Okay. So he's a new player coming in, so that means, fantastic. Okay, so we've got a new player. But Ludwig's definitely my pick, because I feel that a lot can come away from it. Like, a lot can come away from plays that he makes. Like, keeping his tanks up, and then, obviously, the tanks making the plays, and the follow-up coming from the DPS. Now, we know that Crisis, fantastic team, back in Season 1, pipped out Shazoo for 5th place. The final, because it came between Crisis and Shazoo, didn't it, last week to find out.
Yeah, it was literally,
yeah, for the playoffs. So... that's my pick. All right, I'm going to hand it to you, Moa. Talk to me about Moa.
Moa. Well, when you go back to Season 1, so both front lines played for Shazoo. So you had Moa and Midnight May. So I'm going to speak about Moa mostly because as I'm looking down his player stats for him, for a frontline player, he had an obscene amount of kills.
Yeah.
We're talking he's rivaling, primary damage dealers in terms of kills here. Just having a quick look down, I think he was the high frontline, like as in dedicated frontline player who had the highest kills.
What, in Season 1?
Out of all of them, in Season 1, I think so. I'm just having a look right now.
Really? Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, he last season in the games that we were actually able to get, so out of 14 games, he had 88 kills as a frontline.
88?
For instance. 88 kills as a frontline.
Oh my word.
As a frontline.
That's actually very impressive stats. What was his death? Can I ask what his KDA was? What was his KDA? What was his kills, deaths, and assists? His assists got to be in the hundreds, surely. That has to be in the hundreds. There is no way.
I'm trying to remember how my own stat page works now. So that would be this one. Moa had a... you want kills, not just an... Okay, I'll just give you the stats.
Yeah, not kills, but give me the assists. How many? Because that's got to be in the hundreds.
127 assists.
Okay, let's take that for example. Let's put those two stats side by side. What was it? 100 and what? Sorry.
So 88 kills and 127 assists.
So guess
what? When 215.
Kill, you also get a mark for an assist, right? How it works in Paladins, sadly, which makes no sense. I thought if you assisted in a kill, you got the assist. But no, if you kill someone, guess what? Titching goes on your assist. So, because there's overall kills in the end, right? So, which means Mo was a very hard carry for Shazoo. Right?
I mean, with numbers like that, yeah. I'm seeing here why that might be the case, actually. But
hang on, let's talk about some deaths here. What was his deaths? Was it over 100?
It was over 100, yes. I can confirm that. It's 103 deaths on the frontline player.
So he's got... let me do a bit of math. So you said 88 kills, 103 deaths...
And 127 assists. So that's 215 total elimination.
What was it? So his percentage on KDA would be...
About just over 2.09.
No, it's not. Yeah.
I know this because I'm looking at my formula right now.
I can do this without even looking at a sheet. Divide that by 12, put it through. It's 2.0.9.1. I am God. I am God. I know my stats, bro. And he's the one with the stat sheet. So, but no, is it 2? I'll just make my maths. 1 minute. 2.
It is 2.09. But
I got that right, yeah.
Yes, you got that correct.
Cookie. Right, win, mate, win. We're taking it away. Right. So. I said Ludwig, you said Moa. Now let's talk about Season 1 with these guys on Shazoo. Now they had in what we would call a very good season overall.
I would say it was a solid season.
Yeah, I'd say it's a very solid season. I mean, it came down to week 7, where it was Shazoo versus Crisis, wasn't it? Yeah, Crisis for the playoff spot. And that was only... Crisis... There was only, assist that divided him, wasn't it?
So Crisis beat Shazoo 4-1 in both games, owning themselves the win. And yeah, if they had drawn, it would have been Crisis going ahead just purely on...
Do we remember the Shazoo lineup?
Point differential.
Well, the Shazoo lineup was Midnight May, Moa, Apple on support, Maeve...
Aztec.
And Aztec, yeah. Now, Aztec was actually a tank player before he went into Shazoo, and then Shazoo put him on he then changed to DPS, and then Shazoo picked him up as their 5th player. Right, yeah. So, I remember Aztec playing for, or trying out for Fate back in the day, and he was actually quite an old head. Or when I say an old head, like, he'd been around, like, over 2 years in the Paladin scene, right? So, yeah. Sadly, in fact, I saw Aztec log on the other day, so he's still playing, so it's a good thing. So, I think, this is the Eden.roster that is going to win it all. Everybody thinks they're incredibly strong. I have my doubts, but at the same time, I think, these guys are fantastic. You can't take it away from them, can you?
No, you cannot. And the thing is, as well, they've got the tournament record to back it up as well. So... bit of research I've been doing. Okay. So on Eden, so they were crowned in the ESL Magistrate European Cup. They were the overall winners for February.
Oh, they won the February month league, yeah?
Yes, they are looking at it right now for the Magistrate Euro Cup. They were February's champion. They currently hold 260 points on ESL. 100 points above their next lowest, which is Shades in second. Their last 4 tournaments, they placed 1st, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st.
So making top 4 all tournaments.
that was just their last thought I could take as well.
Jesus.
And also, they played in the World Lotto tournament as well and did pretty well, to be honest. I don't think they actually took,
they didn't
away.
win it. I know they made semis one week.
Yeah, they were consistent.
And it was consistent. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Very consistent in the way they played. Obviously, Midnight May and Moa, like, you could probably take these two apart, put them in different teams for a whole entire season, which is what, we'll say 12 months, a year, then bring them back, and they'd still have that synergy with each other. They wouldn't need to practice. Right? They're that in line with each other. They play off each other. They know where each other is on the map. That map awareness of where each other is fantastic. I've listened to some of their comms. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, sorry, Jay. Yeah, I was going to pick on that point. I'm just double checking over the World Lore stats, and they actually did win it. They won the 7th
take a win, did they?
Yeah,
nice.
They beat. They dropped down to the losers bracket, and they fought through, beating Nova 8 to get to the final, and they took Team Sparta down 2-0 in the final for that one.
Out of curiosity, what was the Nova 8 score against them?
It was a best of 1 series. So
yeah. So was it 4-3, 4-1? What?
That
does it not show?
Can't tell you.
It doesn't.
No,
show,
it only tells you who wins the set, not the actual score itself. A shame, but.
Right, moving on. Hopes for season 2 for these guys. Like,
wow.
Oh wow, there's a shocker.
I have these down as favourites. Like, you look at the roster, as you say, the synergy, building a team around, Moa, Midnight May, coming out of, Shazoo disbanding, and then Eden growing out of that. I hope you like that, because the logo is a tree and everything. Yeah. And yeah, so you already had that synergy. I was going to say, like, when I was playing competitively, I was a frontline main, and I played with one of my old teammates who was my other frontline. And even though we hadn't played for months, we still had it, still clicked, playing off each other. It was just like old times. So straight away, that gives Moa and Midnight May a really good advantage. And you can't. The stats speaks for themselves. Like, the tournament,
they definitely have the background, haven't they? They've got the results. They've got the tournament results, rather. They're putting in the time. They're putting in the effort, right? And that's what makes a great team. And like, they could potentially win this entire thing. And I've got to say, they're my odds-on favourite to win it as well. Obviously, we've got other teams to talk about, but let's stick to the topic of Eden for just a moment. We've both said they're going to win season 2, right? That's pretty hands down. All right, I'll give you. You've got 60 seconds to tell me why they're going to win it. Starting.
Okay.
Wait. I'm waiting for the clock to tick over. This is where we wait for like a whole minute for it to tick over. But as soon as this hits, I'm going to give you literally a minute.
A minute of talking non-stop. Oh,
you've got a minute of talking non-stop. You've got to tell me why Eden are going to win MLL Season 2, starting... Would you take over already? Come on. Come on, damn it. Like, how long's a minute? Like, come on, 60 seconds. Why are you... Like, this has been a year. Like, we're still waiting. Still waiting.
Right now.
Go. Right, go.
Alright, okay. So, Eden, why are they going to win it? Well, first of all, we've said it before, so going to say it again. Tournament results. You can't deny they've... last 4 tournaments, they've won it twice. They came second. They came third as well, only losing to the eventual winners of that tournament as well. World Lore tournament, they haven't won the entire thing. These tournaments as well are against teams that are on their level, also other MLL teams. So when you're factoring in like how they're going to perform against other teams, like, hello, we have all of these brackets where they're playing against Nova 8, they're playing against Infected Dragons, Ico, and all the other teams as well. They're all in this hat mixed together. So that's reason one why I think they're going to win it. They have the experience necessary. This is also a team that have been playing for a long time. First of all, it was on Shazoo as well, so they know how the MLL works. They have experience playing in the best of 2 format as well, which is a little bit, I think, different to the best of 3, obviously, because it's one less game, but about how you approach it. And so having Midnight May, fuck yeah. That was a quick minute. Holy crap.
I
could have carried on going.
Like we were waiting for it to tick over. That was time. That was 1 minute. So, right. I'm not going to give myself a minute. I'm just going to cut it to this. Experience. Time, effort, experience. putting in the effort, they win it. There you go. That's my thing. That's what I say, and that is what I feel.
Yeah, with the TLDR.
Yeah. Let's go over the teams that are in the league. You got Essential Gaming, Nova 8, Neverburn. You've got Infected Dragons, Ico, Brutal Fisher, and of course Eden. Taking Eden away from the equation, who's going to actually put up a fight against Eden? Your honest opinion. Now we spoke about Brutal Fisher. We spoke about Ico. Can either of those teams put up a fight?
Well, for continuity reasons, I'm going to have to say Ico would put up a good fight against Eden, taking it late game.
Yeah.
From our last breakdown when we discussed Ico. Of the other teams, I want to say Carrot Judgment. I think a very similar to Eden. Them. Like this. Pardon?
I didn't say them, actually. I've just realised I rattled off 6 teams. Eden was the 7th. Yeah, Carrot Judgment's the 8th. I forgot.
Yeah. So... Whilst Eden's been around for a while and also coming out of Shizou, Carrot Judgment's been around even longer than that as well. So
yeah, they're the longer
experience. Yeah. So what's that stat with Carrot Judgment?
Carrot Judgment are in the league are the second longest standing roster. What I mean by standing roster is they've been a part of that roster under that name for X amount of time. Highest one is no, they're the 3rd. Tell a lie. Infected Dragons are the longest. They hold it over Ico. Then Carrot Judgment. Then after that, it's no. Brufy's a new roster, isn't it? No, they're
yes.
Does Brufy have 3 core members? It doesn't, does it? Or does it now?
No. It will be Dutch Knight and Neptune. That's the only last two.
No, yeah, so they don't. Right, so no, yeah, that's the format. Unless, of course, the Infected Dragons changed their roster, because I can't remember. I know that because Luds isn't there, they had to replace one person, so that's all I can remember that they replaced. Yeah. But so yeah, it would be Infected. Infected Dragons, Ico, and then into Carrot Judgment, because Carrot Judgment actually hasn't made. I know Phoenix hasn't made many changes, but I know he made 1 or 2 changes. But he still has his 3 core members. They're in. They're doing great. Which, by the way, the Carrot Judgment will be the next video. We're going to be talking about them in detail. But Eden. Top to win it all, can they? You'll have to tune in and find out then. But ladies and gents, that has been it for Eden. Quick video, because there wasn't really much to say about them other than who's going to put up a challenge to these guys. Wait for it. Week 1, we're going to come in. Guess what? Eden going to lose their first game and they're going to be bottom of the table, and it puts everything we've said in this video to dust.
Yeah, we're going to be re-recording this video very quickly and never speaking about it ever again.
Never.
Just how these things go, really, until they actually win the whole thing, and then it's like, oh, here's where we
knew this. We called this. Yeah. Right, ladies and gents, thank you ever so much. Totally. Wait, what? No, there's no script in this. There's no script in this. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. This is the Eden roster breakdown. Our predictions, our 2 players were Ludwig and Moa. Thanks for tuning in. Leave your comments below. You know what to do. Like, favorite, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next video.